Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. This is an exciting video because actually today is the 2-year anniversary of my release from prison. And it's also the day that my book has hit the printer and will start hitting the post next week. So if you've ordered a book already, you should receive it pretty soon. And I just want to say on the back of that, that I do have some big announcements that I'm going to talk about just in a second. But before I get to that, I want to say that the joke is still on them. And I'm using myself as an example because that's the best story I have. But every time people like this, authoritarian people, people with bad intentions, evil people really, every time they try to push us back, it actually makes us stronger. So next time you have an adversity, try to remember that it's going to make you a better person. And it just makes going through adversities feel better. Prison was the best thing that happened to me for me to achieve what I want to achieve. And what I want to achieve is to inspire people to say no when the time comes. We don't know when it is, but when it happens, we all need to have collective courage of conviction because they cannot do anything without us en masse being compliant. So my book has come out, very exciting, but this also brings me to another big announcement, which is that RDA is going to forcibly stop all the recurring donations that we get. I had this feeling about 3 days ago and I realized that I'm not providing anything to you anymore. I'm not providing you services. I'm not supporting anyone really. I think we were there exactly when people needed us, but you don't need us in the same way. But what we will do is we've got enough money to just sit there in the background and keep the brand open, keep the email subscriber list going and things like that. And if something happens, we can press those buttons straight away. But in the meantime, it makes no sense for me to take money from people when I'm not providing anything. And it's also going to give me peace of mind to focus on what I want to focus on, which is my book and my legal actions, because we are going after them and it's a big case. I've got a really good story to make a good case. You know, you need to have suffering, you need to have damages in order to bring a case most of the time to a higher place in the Australian legal system. I have the case, a case anyway, a lot of other people do, and I have support and I have people ready to do it. We are working on it full time as of very soon. So my two focuses are going to be doing tours with the book and getting these mongrels, getting them. Because you know what? Process by punishment is what they do to us. We're going to do it to them because they deserve it. And I mean, hopefully we win too. That would be great. But my expectations on winning is pretty low. I'm just happy to make an example of them and make them stress out. But if we win, that would be even better. I mean, I do deserve something. I went to prison for nothing. They literally dropped the charges and didn't explain why. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. But the point is, today is my 2-year anniversary, but it's also the printing of my book and me announcing my new journey, which is totally different. RDA is still going to be around. We're still going to support campaigns. And if we do a campaign from scratch, we will just fundraise for that particular campaign. We won't accept recurring donations anymore. It's not moral to do that anymore. And we're also going to be shutting down RDA Connect, RDAsocial, which is the social media app that we created, which, to be honest, I don't think anyone's getting any use from it. So instead of just taking that easy money, I'm going to delete the app. There are other things coming that might replace it, but that's coming another time. But yeah, exciting times, guys. And I'm really excited to come home around Christmas, and I'm going to start touring around Australia. Not big events, like I'm not really into big events anymore. I really love going to someone's living room, and meeting people that have stand in the parks, or I'm not really into big protest speeches anymore, and I'm just kind of over that. I just want to connect with people on like a one-on-one level. And so if you've got 10 friends, I'll come to your house and I'll talk to you and I'll hang out with you all evening. It's not a big deal, and that's what I want to do. I want to meet you guys. I want to be inspired by you. I want to try to inspire you. And that's my job for the next year. I've got a van in Australia with like a toilet and a shower and everything. And I've got no mortgage or anything, so that's it. I'm going to jump in my van, maybe take my cat, and I'm going to come see you in your living room. It's going to be great. And I'm not going to have the pressure of having to deliver for donators, you know, because there's a lot of pressure when you're taking donations, especially when you have to deliver something. And I've stopped delivering, so I'm going to stop all the donations. So if you are a donator, you will get a notification over the next week. We actually have to figure out how to do it exactly, but we're going to figure it out. All right, guys, onwards and upwards. Remember, they can't keep you down. Every time they try, it makes you stronger.